I did a video a couple of months back talking about two-bed houses for sale versus three-bed houses for sale here in Lagos. But this time around, we'll be looking at one-bed versus two-bed houses in Lagos. Not really for sale. You might be building a housing project, and you are looking at what exactly should you build. Should you build one bed? Should you build two beds? Should you build three bed? This video will also be of assistance to you. Now, if you also are looking at investing and buying a couple of properties, and you're looking at if you should buy a one bed or buy a two bed, this video will also be helpful to you. Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, please meet the Property Guy Property channel. And basically what we do here is talking about real estate investment, property analysis, looking at different locations here in Lagos and outside Lagos, generally locations in Nigeria where you can invest, how you can invest, and how you can maximize your return on investment. So after watching this particular video, I would advise just go to our different playlists on Ekpe, playlists on shortlet, land documents, real estate investor series, real estate warnings, real estate companies, so that at least you understand as much as you can about the sector and the industry that you are putting in your funds, which is what this channel is all about. So let's go into the topic: one bed versus two bed houses here in Lagos. Which one should you invest? Which one is a better investment? All right, before we go fully into the videos, once again, if you are not subscribed yet to our videos, if this your second video, your first video, your third video, your fifth video that you are watching on our channel and you have not subscribed yet, we really want you to subscribe. Once again, I've already hit set the 3K subscribers target, so I really want to push it. And I want you guys to subscribe to our videos so that we can hit this target as fast as possible. All right, so let's go straight into the topic: one bed versus two bed houses. So we'll be starting with one bed houses. And why primarily we are trying to do this assessment, these different one bed versus two bed versus three bed, land versus houses, this location versus this location, is real estate is demand based. If your property is not in demand, that investment is just like a waste, because you are either not going to be earning enough from that investment or will not be earning at all. So primarily, you want to understand about all these one bed versus two bed versus three bed, land versus houses, this versus this, so that by the time you are investing, you already have the knowledge about the demand driving what you are trying to invest into. So for one bed in Lagos right now has a very high demand. And that's because the bulk of the population in Lagos right now, we have more population in the working class or in the working category than those at the retirement class. So, and this gives your one bed a big target audience that needs that particular space. So if you have a one bed, either is on the mainland, is on the highland, you have your one bed houses, you are definitely going to be in demand. Again, who are the target audiences for the one bed? The target audience are people who are serving, who are like doing their NYC, people who are like just their first year to third year outside school. So these are like people that graduated 2 years ago, a year ago, just graduated or graduated 3 years ago, and they are still like maybe at their first job or second job, still trying to build a career one bed. Then the early beds, the people that just got married, they don't have a kid yet, most of them will primarily also want to rent a one bed, at least till when maybe they have their second child, before they can now look at getting a two bed. So you need to understand this target audience. And why you want to understand them is you want to know the locations they are, and you also want to know what they need, because what they need determine what you are going to be providing in that house. Now, for your one bed house, as an investor, you must have it in mind that at least every 2 years or every 3 years, your house will be empty. Your house will be vacant, which means that you are not going to be having long-serving tenants. You're not going to be having long-serving tenants. Once you have a tenant, after 2 or 3 years, is it that they feel like, okay, Now they want to settle down, they want to get married and then get into another location or get into a bigger space, or based on the different things they have in the house, they feel like that space is not big enough for them. They want something with a bigger space, they want to move. So every 2 years or every 3 years, your house will be vacant again. So, and what that means to you as an investor is that every 2 years or 3 years, you have to get an agent to find someone in that house again. So it means you must have a very, very good relationship and have a very, very standby agent. So as you are changing tenants, or a tenant is leaving, they can quickly get someone else inside the house again. Although some landlords in Lagos, they really prefer tenants going and coming because they can earn more with all this collecting caution fee and then collecting agreement also. All right, so let's go to 2Bet. Before I start analyzing for 2Bet, if you are not subscribed yet to our channel, if you are not subscribed yet to our videos, we really want you to subscribe. I've said it again, we're looking at hitting a 3K subscribers, and that's the target again for like this first quarter of 2023. So I really want to achieve that as fast as possible. So if this is your second, third video, kindly do subscribe, share this video with your friends, and invite as much people to come to this channel and watch these videos. Alright, now, so for 2-bed houses, you get a higher rental appreciation. So which means that whatever you are collecting for as rent for your 2-bed right now, as long as the location is fantastic, in a matter of 4 years or 5 years, the value of your rent can go as high as 25 to 30% higher. Even some locations, you can get to like almost 40% higher in terms of rental appreciation. You likely won't get that with a 1-bed. Now, for a 2-bed, your target audience are mostly people that are married already. They have got like maybe a kid or got 2 kids already. Those are people that will be looking for a 2-bed. And then we also have people that they are not really married yet, but they are co-living. So these are like 3 guys coming together to stay together, 3-4 ladies or 2 ladies coming together to stay together. They are also going to be looking at a 2-bed. They tend to share the rent between themselves, and then they get a bigger space. They have their living area, a bigger kitchen. So I know that's another target audience for you. So if the person that is staying in your apartment is not married with kids, they are likely co-living. That like 2 or 3 people staying together and then sharing the rent. So again, why I'm breaking down this target audience for you is for you to understand the audience that is driving the demand for your apartment, so that you know what to provide for this kind of people and also how to manage this kind of audience also. Now, the demand for 2-bed is also very, very good, particularly if you are flexible with it. If your 2-bed is in a location and is vacant for a while, and you realize that it seems like there are not really family people in this location, you can then just share the property and put it available as shared apartments, which means that 2 or 3 people can come together and then rent the space. As simple as that. Because the objective for you as an investor is to get cash flow. So you don't want your property to be vacant, because if it's vacant, you're not earning a dime. That's the truth. All right, so you get very good return on investment too on a 2-bed. 2-bed also has a very good demand here in Lagos, and the rental appreciation is higher. But for 2-bed right now, you are looking at more long-term tenants. People can be in your house for like 4 or 5 years. Unlike a 1-bed where almost every 2 years or every year you may be having a new tenant. But for a 2-bed, you can have a tenant there for 4 years, you can have a tenant there for 5 years. Particularly for married couples, after like their second child, a lot of people are doing just 2 childs right now, and they may decide to just be there for like maybe 4 years, 5 years before they decide that okay, let's also move to our own space or to our own apartment. So you are likely going to be having more long-serving tenants in your 2-bed. Even the people that are staying as co-living, they might likely also be there for a longer time, because as one person is living, maybe to get married, another person can join the co-living, and they are still sharing the rent among themselves. So for 2-bed, you are likely going to be having more long-serving tenants. So these are the audiences behind the demand for 1-beds, for 2 beds. So if you primarily want to build to rent out for rental income, so what you want to be looking at in that house is the demograph of the people staying there. Where are they working? Where are these people working? Are they working around that area? Or like, for example, if you are building a house around Lakwe, Awaya, most of the people that are staying there are working in Songotedo, are working in Chevron, are working around Lekki Phase 1. So a lot of them will prefer a 1 bed if they are single, and they will only want to get a 2 bed if they are married or they want to share the house together. So you want to look at the demograph of people staying there. So if it's factories that is around that place, then it makes more sense for you to build 1 beds. If it's factories that is around that location, it makes more sense for you to build 1 beds. And there are some locations here in Lagos where it's only populated during the midweek, but during the weekends the place looks scanty, and that's because what is primarily in that location are offices. So by weekends, a lot of the people that have stayed there have gone to their permanent houses, gone to meet their families, and then Monday all of them come back to that location, which means that you don't want to do a 2 bed in that location, because if you do a 2 bed, these people are not living in that place with their families are elsewhere. So these demographics are what you want to understand before you start to build a 1 bed or invest in a 2 bed in a particular location. You want to understand the demographic of the people in that particular axis, so that your investment can cater to their needs and your property can be in demand. Zero demand in real estate is zero return. So the entire idea about appreciation, the entire idea about you invest at 1 naira, you get 2 naira, is change in demand. If that demand doesn't change, you are not going to make a dime. So if there is anything that you want to add to the different points that I've mentioned in this video, kindly drop your comments. Our comments are always open, and I'm always open-minded to hear from you guys, because some of these things that I mentioned in this video are just based on my experience, based on our own market analysis, which might likely be different from yours. So you can definitely tell us your own perspective, and we can share opinions about them. So if you have not subscribed yet to our videos, once again, if you have not subscribed yet to our videos, I won't stop bringing it at your ears. I really want you guys to subscribe, and if you have people that you can invite to our videos, to our channel, to our videos, I would really appreciate it. Kindly share the video, share it with as much people as you can. And if you love our videos, love our content, don't forget to also give us a thumb like. So asking me number one property guy on the planet, your property advisor, your property consultant, Rabi Mustafa is the name. Thanks once again for watching our videos, and see you next time.